31 nights of Halloween.
Hey guys, it's Nihongo Johnny. Minasan konnichiwa, Nihongo Johnny desu. Today I am so excited and so happy because we are over the halfway point for the 31 nights of Halloween. I can't believe we made it this far. I didn't miss a day yet. And hopefully because I'm getting a little bit sick, I'm hoping that I don't miss any days from here on either. I'm also really excited because today we have a special guest. We have Mr. Ramsay. And Mr. Ramsay is a Scottish narrator. He talks about a lot of spooky things and Scottish urban legends. So if you guys like horror narrations, you should check out his channel. He's so close to 1,000 subs, so let's see if we can get him over that today. So what we're gonna be doing today is we're both gonna talk about sirens. I'm going to explain a Japanese type of siren thing, and at the end, Mr. Ramsay has a really cool story about a Scottish siren. So I'm really excited to try this out, and I hope you guys like it. So without further ado, let's get into it. My story is about the nure-onna, or the wet woman, the snake woman, the damp woman. There's so many translations for her. In Japanese, nure means wet, and onna means woman. So put together, it's literally the wet woman. And they call her the wet woman because she has beautiful black long hair that's always soaking wet. You often encounter the nure-onna on the coast. She seems like a normal, beautiful woman, but she's holding a bundle which looks like a baby. And when somebody approaches her, such as a sailor or a passerby, she says, "Please help, please hold my baby for a minute, my arms are getting heavy, it hurts." And no one can really say no to her because she seems so defenseless. So they take the baby, and while they're holding it, the baby grows very heavy. It becomes so heavy that they're not able to move. And that's when the nure-onna strikes. She sticks out her fork-like tongue and drains your blood with it. It is horrifying to think of. Once again, she's usually found on beaches. However, she can be found at riverbeds and in people's houses as well. I think I would freak out if I saw the nure-onna in my bathtub. I don't even know what I would do. What would you guys do? Let me know in the comments below. And from this point on, we're gonna listen to Mr. Ramsay. And I'll let you guys compare the Selkie and the nure-onna in the comments below. And as always, I look forward to seeing you guys in the next night of the 31 nights of Halloween.
Good evening. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Mr. Ramsay, and tonight we shall be looking more closely at the Scottish folklore of Selkies. Now, for those of you who don't know what I am talking about, let me explain. Selkies, or also known as Selkie folk, are these creatures that can only be described as looking like seals, but only of a much larger proportion. And the whole origins of these creatures seem to be traced back to Orkney lore, located in the northeastern coasts of Scotland. Now I know what you're thinking. Why are you telling us about big seals, Mr. Ramsay, and why should I care? Well, the way folklore goes is that these large seals actually have the ability to shapeshift into humans, even dabbling into some other folklore and mythology from other traditions. It is noted that mermen and mermaids would also take preference in shape-shifting into these creatures, but would go by slightly different names. However, that's another story for another time. Arguably, the most famous tale told around these Selkie folk around the northeastern coast of Scotland is the one of the Selkie wife and the human lover. As romantic as this title may suggest, it's perhaps a little more tedious and concerning, almost like a modern day Stockholm Syndrome story from your favourite cop shows. The story seems to change ever so slightly when asking different locals from the surrounding islands, but the main storyline goes that there was a man who stole a female Selkie's skin. He found her naked on the seashore and compels her to become his wife. But the wife spent her time in captivity longing for the sea, her true home, and would often be seen gazing longingly at the ocean. Her oppressing husband expected her to bear many children for him, but once she discovered her skin, she immediately returned to the sea and abandoned the children she so loved. Other stories go that one of her children discovered or knew the whereabouts of the skin and gave it to her. Sometimes it is revealed she already had a first husband from her own kind. Although in some children's story versions, the Selkie revisits her family on land once a year. However, in the typical folklore, she is never seen again by them. Sometimes the human will not know that their lover is a Selkie, and wakes to find them return to their seal form. In one version, the Selkie wife was never seen again, at least not in human form. But the children would witness a large seal approach them and greet them plaintively. Male Selkies are described as being very handsome in their human form, and having great seductive powers over human women. They typically seek those who are dissatisfied with their lives, such as married women waiting for their fisherman husbands to return from sea. It's said that there was a woman who wished to see her Selkie lover and would shed 7 tears into the sea in order to summon him. It is believed that when a Selkie and human mate, that the offspring will be given webbed feet or hands. Even said that those who have maybe slightly webbing between some toes or fingers are from hereditary descent. Don't suppose you know anyone with similar deformities. If you enjoyed, be sure to leave a like and comment. Do you know anyone with webbed fingers or toes? Anyway, as always, it's been a pleasure.